Hey there YouTube, Arvinus69 here, and today we have something a little bit different. We're going to be unboxing a dash cam. Now, I bought this dash cam from GearBest.com. This is not an affiliate video. I purchased the dash cam with my own money and I am not getting paid by GearBest for this video, nor am I getting this product for free. Now, I bought the dash cam because I wanted one. I've been in too many close encounters recently, and I wanted a dash cam that wasn't going to break the bank, and I plumbed for this one off GearBest. This is the Dome G30B dual lens cam. You can see, it comes in a pretty undescript package. It has a little bit of detail in the box, but not a great deal, to be honest with you. When you open the box, it's not much more impressive inside. So as you can see, on the top we have what looks like the camera. Yep, there's the camera itself. Junk bit of cardboard. And then we have an array of cables inside. We have, that's the rear camera, the USB lead, we have the cigarette adapter lead, and we have suction cup, I think, and lastly the instructions. So we'll get rid of the box. Let's have a look at the camera. Oops, that way around. We have the camera. There's the suction cup. We have what looks to be a sticky pad and some screws, a whole load of cable, and the rear camera. Oops. The mains adapter with a nice amount of cables again, and lastly the USB lead. Now, it's worth mentioning both the camera and the rear camera have a little bit of plastic over each of the lenses. It's not that easy to see, although the rear camera one from mine, I don't know if you can be able to see this on the camera very well or not. It's not stuck down very well. But that one, not that clear to see. So remember to remove those. So as I said, the cigarette adapter has a nice amount of cable on it. Should reach from your point all the way up to the camera quite nicely. I'll just move that to one side. There is the USB lead to connect the camera up to the PC to take any footage off. Suction cup is a suction cup with, undo the bolt, you have a nice joint to move around. Don't forget to remove the plastic off the back of that. The rear facing camera has a 3.5mm connector jack that plugs into the main camera to take the video footage. Has a nice amount of cable on it and has two bare wires, which I'm assuming these are to connect up to the reverse light of your car, I'm assuming. It's also worth noting as well, from what I have seen, the reversing camera, when engaged, if it's tied up to your reverse lights, puts the image on the 2.7-inch screen of the actual main camera itself as a large image, and has guidance lines for when you're reversing as well. And I do believe these are IR lights to illuminate for nighttime viewing as well. Now that appears to be a sticky pad, and 2 screws for the rear camera, so when you're mounting it, you can either choose to stick it or screw it into the actual framework of the car. It's up to you. Now lastly, the actual main camera itself. On the side there, I don't know if it'll pick it up or not with it being black. Can I get some light on this? Not very well. There we are. That is where a micro SD card fits to record footage to, and takes up to a 32 gig card. The camera has 6 infrared lights on it for nighttime viewing. On the top we have a HDMI slot to connect up to the TV if you want to, and on this side, if we can get some light on this, there we go. That's where the 3.5mm connector goes for the rear camera, and that is where the mains power connects to, and that is the connector for the mount, the suction cup. Right, on the bottom we have an array of buttons. Starting on this side we have the power button, we have a left and right menu button, we have a mode, an OK and a menu button. Now, as it's not been connected up to the car yet, I've not been through the menus to see what they're all about, so unfortunately I can't give an in-depth description on that at the moment, but I do know when it's connected up, you turn the ignition on, the camera immediately turns on with the ignition. When the ignition is turned off, the camera will record for, I think it's about 10 seconds, and then powers down. On the back you can see the nice 2.7-inch LCD screen, which has a orange button here, which is used to lock footage. When you're driving down, if there's a near miss or anything, press the orange button, it will lock that recording in and it will not be overwritten. Right, a quick rundown of the specifications for the actual camera itself. Now, the front facing camera records in full 1080p HD, while the rear camera only records in 480p. Now, the front facing camera has a 140-degree field of view, the rear camera has a 210-degree field of view, between both of them giving a nice wide field of view both front and rear. Now, the camera itself, it records in MP format using the H.264 codec. It has loop recording and can record in up to 1, 2 or 5 minute loops. Once the card is full, it starts to overwrite the oldest recording, unless you've pressed the orange button, and then it will lock that clip and stop it being overwritten. Now, the camera itself can take still images at 1 megapixel at the resolution of 1280 by 720, 2 megapixels 1600 by 900, and 3 megapixels 2048 by 1152. It has a built-in microphone and speaker. It also has a G sensor, which you'd expect from a camera, so if a crash is detected, it saves the recording before, during and after impact, so you can submit those as evidence. Now, I'm not going to smash my car into a wall to test this, but while it is connected to the car and powered up, I might try giving it a knock and see if I can trip the G sensor on it. Depending on how tricky this is, I may post a video up later of the installation of a 2-port cigarette extension that I've got, and the installation of the camera in the car and how to lay the cables, etc. But I'm no auto electrician, so this may be a little bit tricky and I may need to enlist a friend's help. I hope you found the video interesting and of some use. As I said, there'll be a link up here. This is the installation of the dashcam in my car, which is a Peugeot 308. Also, if you can do me a favour and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down and let me know what you thought of the video. Put the comments down below in the comments box. I do read them and respond where I can. Also, if you can do me a favour, there's a subscribe button down here. If you can mash that and subscribe to the channel, it helps me out immensely. Until next time, take care.